At least that's all I ever hear on my radio.
To London, to Camden Town, but there's one place I never I'm not religious, but I'm gonna repent. Bebopping, never quitting, never stopping for Lent. And if you're checking from my back, if I had a pad and a pen, and go check it at the dip and find a packet of 10. Cigarette fella, yo, man, I'm knowledge the best. I'm more or less learns black, so I say Louis Flex, yo, but I dip duck down, never wonder a rest. Debate the po-po, yo, and even Elliot S. I got a flow toe-toe of every one of the best, mate. I'm rocking my jeans even lower than DJ, so don't fast forward to that trip at the freeway. In fact, motherfucker, just pull it back and press play. And give it some volume, I'm hard in your fire, whoa, up in the ballroom. I'm tired of the guys with no flow on board, do. What the fuck happened to impeccably raw tunes?
Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track, give off his back. Yeah, boom, back, pop on the track. Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track, give off his back. Yeah, boom, back, pop on the track.
I flip a rhythm like a tiddly wing. I figure the quicker I spit it, then the quicker I think. And then the quicker I rap, they say the bigger the tune. I say the bigger the bap, then the bigger the boom. So when you're listening back and in a similar mood, just go and hit up the track and go and get in the groove. You gotta clean up your act. I go and pick up the broom and pick up the pan. Leave the stickers band, live in the gloom. Approval's given if it's earned. If it isn't, then it's worth a hell of a lot less. So we've heard word. I wouldn't flip the bird on a verb, wouldn't turn in the heat of a moment. And dessert gotta be there, one of us be there, compete there, beware. Anybody wanting to be one of the wannabes, stop with the talk. Woo! And tell me what the fuck happened to impeccably raw tunes.
Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track, give off his back. Yeah, boom, back, pop on the track. Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track, give off his back. Yeah, boom, back, pop on the track. B-double-O-M-B-A-P, 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 B-double-O-M-B-A-P. Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track, give off his back. Yeah, boom, back, pop on the track. Can you hear that? Boom to the back, pop off the track.
Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? If truth be told, you have me sold, I must confess. I need attention, some direction I have missed. Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? Are you kissed? You don't wanna carry on as lovers, you just rather sit and win another. You may snob all the nervous pretend. Were we wasting our time when we made our amends? Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? If truth be told, you had me sold, I must confess. I need attention, some direction I have missed. Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? Are you kissed? I'm hardly sleeping, locked out of dreaming. What was I thinking? Give me some meaning. I'm hardly sleeping, but I keep on dreaming. Get tired and tired, left uninspired. Conversation or a situation that I missed. If truth be told, you had me sold, I must confess. I need attention, some direction I have missed. Some attention, some affection, let me in. Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? If truth be told, you have me sold, I must confess. I need attention, some direction, let me in. Was it a conversation or a situation that I missed? For your kiss, for your kiss.
Long gone are darker days before you were designed. For each and every one you healed our hearts and minds. Who could throw away your love? I wish I understood. Don't let them name the price, you're still a force for good. For me and you, the many, not the few, are NHS. For the love he gave us, no one can repay the NHS. For so long, you've been there caring for everyone. With you gone, how could we even try to go on? You work around the clock, how do you find the time? But such a wondrous gift has been so undermined. We've had you there within our lives, way. For you and me, a point to the tree free, our NHS. Pure dedication without discrimination, NHS. For so long, you've been there caring for everyone. With you gone, how could we even try to go on? It's so wrong, you've been down on your knees for so long. If they won, normal folk would be back to square one. For so long, you've been there caring for everyone. But yet you're needed more than ever before.
I sent you a Valentine. I'm afraid it won't get there till June. Somehow I lost track of time, but you know I'm a fool for you. I sent a bouquet of roses, the kind that you're allergic to. You know that I don't know better, and you know I'm a fool for you. Head over heels, banana peels. It's funny how you make me feel like a lovesick slapstick tragedy. Would you like to fool around with me? Oh, I'd fall off the highest mountain, drown in the deepest river too. That's cold in the hottest desert, and you know I'm a fool for you. I would sing outside your window if I could only hold a tune. I suck. So hold it against me, you know I'm a fool for you. The real world seems so mean to me that I can't take it seriously. But I love your laugh, and I hope you see I just might be the fool you need. Every single time I'm with you, something's wrong with what I do. Don't get mad, it's like I told you, I am just a fool for you. Like I said before, the real world seems so mean to me that I can't take it seriously. But I love your laugh, and I hope you see that I just might be the fool you need. Oh, every single time I'm with you, something's wrong with what I do. Don't get mad, it's like I told you, I am just a fool for you. I am just a fool for you. I am just a fool for you. You think the ending's too corny? Oh, they're getting married. It's probably what they want.
Might as well make use of this downtime to do some home recording and whatnot. And I don't fucking believe it. Stop! Honestly, it's really not that difficult.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another Virtual Night at the Square. Thank you very much to the guys from Stortford Music Festival, the Bish Bash, for providing us with that opening segment there. That was, as you could have read across the bottom, some of the bands that would have been playing this weekend right now, and some bands from past festivals, and another song that crept in there for Twig. So Twig's the guy who heads up the festival now, and he's going to be joining us later on for a bit of a chat about the festival. We have also got a chat with Mr. Rob Scatchard, Papa Shango himself. So a Bish Bash Stortford Music Festival favourites, long history with the Square as well. He's going to be joining us to have a chat about all things Papa Shango. We've got some archive footage and some music to break up the chat, and a new competition. We've got a brand new competition. This is big. I'm really excited about this, and I'm really pleased, and I'll let you know a bit more about it later on and what you've got to do to enter. But the person who has contributed to this and helped sort this out for us, she knows who she is, so thank you very much for doing that. Right, enough of me being big on the screen. Let's click that button there, and hopefully on with the show. Evening, everybody else. Steve, Richard, Goose. How's it going? Yeah, it's gone. Anyone? Yeah, I was going to say you look like you got a tan, but for soon. No. But right, let me tell you now that we have got until 5 past. That's the time I've allocated us before we kick in with some music. So that to some people might seem like a long time. We didn't get many shout outs this week. We haven't had many messages for birthdays. I don't know if anyone's had a birthday this weekend. If you have, quickly chuck it into the comments. I'm looking at those now. Oh, one sec. One sec. No, can't hear the Zoom sound. Uh-oh, why has this happened this week then? Yeah, you can only hear me. That's not good. That's not good. Uh-oh. We're going to fill this time easily now, aren't we? Uh-huh. Can only hear me and not you. How has that happened? Oh, no. Disaster. This is 4 weeks in. We were doing so well. Let's try something. Sorry, everybody. Disaster has struck. What about now? Give us a chat, Steve. I know exactly what's happened. What an idiot. I know exactly what's happened. There we go. Someone say something.
Hello. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We back?
Testing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Can you hear everybody else?
Hopefully people can hear us.
I can hear all of you. All of you.
There's a delay,
This
isn't
means
there?
that the first few minutes of our gold have been lost forever.
I know. What a way to fill some time. There's going to be a delay.
Yeah.
Someone shout.
So I mean, in the meantime.
Yes, we've got a yes. We've got a yes. We've got a yes. I can see all the thing lighting up. I know. Do you know what? That's come from the. The reason that's happened is because I have graduated from the Richard Hogarth School of messing about with the sound, trying to make other things work, and not putting it back.
I can take it.
Well, you know, but getting back to the birthdays, we should probably start with I believe it's someone's birthday today.
Well, I'm putting you on speaker,
Probably
Steve, because my face has been up, my voice has been up, so I'm ducking out for a minute. Go on, Steve.
All right. Well, basically today, I believe it's Joe Rice's birthday.
Little Joe. Little Joe quiz winner.
Actually today.
Happy birthday, Little Joe.
So he won the competition last
competition
week.
winner. Let's call that his birthday present.
That's it. So hopefully he's not drunk in the garden somewhere and he's actually watching.
Of course he's drunk in the garden somewhere.
Well, he can do both actually. He can be drunk in the garden and watching. So that's
Little Joe was the winner of our competition, was he? What Little Joe's worth talking about, because when he won his prize, there were calls, there were shouts for a Little Joe pressure drop reunion set, and he said to us, "I'll do it if there's enough likes and comments for it." And I saw a few coming through, but we really need to. I think he's one of those. He's not going to get out of bed for less than 100 comments. 100 likes.
I thought you were going to say 12.
So everyone, if you want Little Joe to put together a pressure drop special for one of the coming weeks, then please let him know he's loved. Let him know that you want it, and we can make that happen.
No, that's all right.
Has he still left his pressure drop sign in your garage?
No, I think he's got the. He should have to. Make me feel bad if it's not there. No, I think he's got the pressure drop sign. I've just got all the other rubbish that was on the side of the building. Yes, defo pressure drop. Nice one, Rob. Rob has started it off.
That's it. Get a couple.
Yes, Joe. Right, any other shout outs? Let us know. Any other birthdays? Any other things? Anyone else go out and hug their neighbours last night for VE Day?
Oh, burgled couple while they were out in the celebrating.
Okay, right.
Opportunities.
I put this show together well in advance of any of the other shows that we've done, but I've rushed and I've accounted for stuff that I haven't taken into consideration. Richard, how's your week been?
Oh, yeah. You use me to fill the time, why don't you?
Yeah.
I can play.
No, it's been pretty much the same as last week. Yeah. Out in the garden, in the sunshine, drinking far too much.
So the same as ever, really. Did you know there's
How's
a lockdown?
that different to non-lockdown?
Emma, it's your birthday next Saturday. Okay, Emma, can you drop us a line? What do you want from us for next Saturday? It's your birthday next Saturday. Tune in and watch, but let us know in the meantime. What do you... Anything to do with the square? If there's some old footage, a song, a band that you love, something, what can we do for you? We'll get that sorted.
Strangely, Emma actually features in the footage we'll see later on.
Oh, that's cryptic.
She was at Bish Bash last year.
Not part of your entourage.
No, but she was dragged on stage during the set. So
smart girl, but something's happened. She
like a cheap groupie, eh?
In a dartboard costume.
Big shout out to Steffi. Steffi's watching from Berlin. Steffi provided that footage from Collins Memorial that we all loved watching. So hi Steffi in Berlin. Right, let's crack on with some music then. I should have probably played this band a while ago, but my I haven't been as quick off the mark as I usually like to think I am. So we're going to have a bit of music now, and then after this we are going to be joined by Twig from Stortford Music Festival from the Bish Bash, and he's going to let us know all about what would have been happening this weekend, what's happened in previous weekends. The Stortford Music Festival has been a mainstay in my calendar for many a year, and it's great. So let's chat more music. That's what we said last week, didn't we? Here's a couple of bits of music from the Squares past. This is early 2000s stuff. This is from the early 2000s. This one, why have I not thought of mentioning this band yet on this show? This is first up from the Lockdown Project. Hilarity in shoes, that's meant to be laughing there.
So come on, we've got 2 to go. Let's remember you lot. Yeah, come on. Well, because we're good too. Come on, sing along. Everybody in the morning. Everybody in the morning, la la. And everybody in the evening, la la. And everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. And everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening. Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me, mate? Talking about the state I'm in. Sometimes I wake up running. Why the fuck am I running? Am I coming or am I going? Am I showing? Pictures of a madman. Tell me where I'm going. Straight down. Descend to the ground in a spiral. Viral infection. What? My direction is purely south. I rip your fucking face off, so shut your fucking mouth. I'm still paranoid. There's pain in my head. Can't get a job. Can't get out of bed. Constantly helping myself to the stash I should sell. And I'm gonna get myself in a situation going straight to hell. Everybody in the morning, la la. And everybody in the evening, la la. And everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. Woo! Things ain't looking too good. In fact, they're looking bad, cause I can't even chat to mum and dad. I wanna go back to what I had before I went through the front door, cause all I wanna do is score. Ain't no way to stop and just think about it. This ain't good, why would I stop? Will I sing without it? So stop crying and whinging about it. That's who I am. Everybody in the morning, la la. And everybody in the evening, la One last time, keep jumping, yeah. Everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. Come on. Everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. Everybody in the morning, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. Sing it, come on, la la. Everybody in the evening, la la. Yeah, yeah.
All right, this is a single. This is In Love. I feel lonely, but I got so many different women on my mind. So cruel, really kind. Why do you keep on running? Why do you keep on running? So cruel, really kind. It's kinda like I'm in love. 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 I believe you, but when I saw you coming, I couldn't conceive you. So good, really kind. Why do you keep on running? Why do you keep on running? So good, really kind. It's kinda like I'm in love. 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 Don't wanna say that we're in love. Let's believe that we're in love. And I don't know now. Oh, baby, let's have a dollar. Sugar, yeah, tell me why. Wow, I'm in love. 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 Okay. It's coming like I'm in love.
So there was Lockdown Project, and yeah, they were a great band. Loads of comments from people who used to go and watch them, and fitting name. Hope you got my joke there. And the Datsuns as well. Really early one from them. I think that was a warm up for Reading Festival that they were doing. There, right. We are now joined by. If I click the right button on the right thing, no, that's Steve. We're joined by Steve. Also Twig. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you guys?
Good. We're all
good.
good.
Pretty good. Nice to see you.
Excellent.
Very sad to get a reminder from my phone that I was supposed to be playing yesterday. But
yeah, it would have been good. It would have been good. We tried to get you last year, and yeah, that would have been a. Well, you played last year with Papa Shango, didn't you? But
yeah. This time it's supposed to be Clap Slung, but I had my phone reminder and it went off, and I was just like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it's weird. Out of all the years I've been going, this was the first year that I was meant to be playing as well with the Neurotics. So I'd much rather have been sat in a field in Stortford right now than here. But it's great that you're here anyway. This is brilliant. So, yeah.
We left out. How about you, Goose? We weren't going to play, were we?
No, definitely not.
So we're,
Hi-ho.
Yeah, Bish Bash should have been today and yesterday, and it happens every year, and it's been happening every year for how many years now? This was the 20th?
This would have been the 20th one. So But we've had a couple of years off, but yeah, it would have been the 20th festival this year.
And who should we have been seeing this weekend aside from the Lung and Neurotics?
Yesterday would have been the Buzzcocks headlining, or not the Buzzcocks, obviously, Buzzcocks. And today would have been EMF and Uncle Funk, who are the local, superstars around this way. So don't know why.
Has there been a Stortford festival that Uncle Funk haven't played?
Yeah, they actually haven't played for 5 years. Last 5 festivals they haven't played. It's really weird. Everyone thinks they play every year, but they actually didn't play since 2015.
But they're just a festival favourite, aren't they? I know we're going to have Rob from Papa Shango on later as well, who, you have big names, they say, like Buzzcocks and EMF, and in previous years I've seen things like the Selector.
The Undertones. I remember going to see the Undertones there. Was that right?
Yeah, the Undertones. Yeah, that was 5 years ago. They were possibly our best booking, I think, so far.
Yeah, that was good.
So there's been like all those bigger names, but then your Uncle Funks and your Papa Shangos, who are the local festival favourites as well. So we're going to say a chat with Rob later as well. But there have been plenty of bands that have played the festival, kind of similar to the Square, that weren't as well known, that have gone on to do stuff. So who are the kind of names that have come through the festival and gone on to superstardom?
Well, there's a few that have gone on to proper superstardom. Like Sam Smith played his first ever festival for us. He opened the main
local
stage.
Lad, Rob? Local lad, isn't he?
Yeah. He's from I think he's from Saffron Walden. But yeah, he went to school in Stortford, and we used to do the festival on the school field that he went to, and he opened the festival 2010 maybe. Same year we had George Ezra in his band, and also Charlie XCX, who's gone on to be gone on to be massive. Yeah.
Bishop Stortford College girl.
That's right. Yeah. So
you did rock school once as well. So
yeah, Rhodes Rocks. She's very supportive, because last year we lost quite a bit of money because of the weather when we had hailstones and everything. But she got in contact, and she's given us a prize to auction off at some point, which is a guitar which she signed, which is owned by her ex-boyfriend from Royal Blood. So she's still a big supporter of the festival.
So
that's quite a good hit rate, isn't it, for local artists as well? You're talking about bands or artists that have gone on to sort of do quite well nationally, internationally, and at least 3 of those you've mentioned there are all from the local area. So I mean,
that was a good year.
By the fact they had an outlet for.
I mean, there's loads of others who I think will be going on to do some good stuff as well. So I mean, like Molly, who worked at the Square, didn't she? She's doing very well up on the Liverpool scene. And now I can't think what Beja Flow, isn't it?
Beja Flow, yeah.
Yeah. So I imagine she'll go on to do good things. There's a lot of great talent around here that like the Squares produced it. They come through and play at the festival, and it's great to see when that happens.
Yeah, there's always been a strong link. I know we've done some kind of Battle of the Bandsy road to Stortfest events as well and stuff like that. And I've always loved going to it, and it's not just because of that super strength cider that gets you laid out on your back by the end of it. But I remember, there's been some of the big names as well. As I mentioned, the Selector and the Quireboys and the Blockheads. And I remember one of my favourites was Chris Difford from Squeeze, and he was meant to be playing the outside, the main stage, closing one of the nights on the main stage, and it wasn't absolutely hammering it down, but it was cold and it was wet in the air. And I thought, stuff this, I'm going to go get another drink. Went into the beer tent. And then I thought, I'll stay in here until I can hear Chris Difford. I'm not standing out there. I'll stay in here until I can hear him start, and then I'll go out. And then people started putting seats out, and I thought, there's a seat there as well. I was pretty well gone by that point anyway, because on that side. So I went and sat down. I thought, I'll sit here then and wait till Chris Difford plays. And then because of the weather and because there's no one else there waiting for him to start, they put him on in the beer tent, and I had a front row seat for Chris Difford playing in the beer tent. It was brilliant.
That was a really, really good. Yeah, I was sat down the front as well. It was, that was a really nice moment.
So with what's going on this year, obviously it should be happening right now. But that's next year. What's the plans? Is it kind of right this year off, or you do other events throughout the years as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do. No one knows what's going on at the moment, really. Because I guess we can't even really start planning that it's going to happen next year. The plan is it is, but we have to wait and see what comes of it. But I think pretty much every band that we had announced have said they're up for doing it next year. So we're very much looking forward to doing something again, and hopefully if we get the lockdown lifted, we can start doing smaller events. Adam, you played when we had like Martha Reeves in that church hall. We'd like to do something similar again, maybe towards the end of the year if we can. That'd be good. Yeah,
I definitely think for people watching, the Stortfest and Bish Bash, it's more than just this one event a year. They put on other events throughout the year, mostly fundraisers to then be able to do the festival. And Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and you've had lots of theme nights and other music nights. So check out the Stortford Music Festival page. That's also where we're going to be going after this show. So at 9 o'clock, jump over to the Stortfest page, and there's been lots of virtual Stortfest stuff happening all day. And that's going to carry on till midnight. Is that right?
I think it's just going to go until till Ashley runs out of beer.
Someone get a delivery of beer to Ashley, and we'll party all night. Cool.
Yeah,
right.
That's it.
Thanks a lot for checking in with us, Twig, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get the 20th anniversary next year.
Yeah, hopefully so. So and I'll see you there.
Brilliant. Keep up with all the work you're doing, and we're going to now have a music break with one of these bands that we did mention. So George Ezra, who has gone on to global fame. This is him at Stortford Music Festival a few years ago with his band Anything in Mind.
After 12 years of schooling, there's just one thing that I've learned. All in this land of hope and glory, and no one honest pennies earned. And if I ever find myself working just so I can live, I will know that I've gone so wrong, and there's so much more I can give. Such a good idea when it came for me to pay.
So there we go. That was Anything in Mind from Stortford Music Festival from 2010 with a younger than he is now, George Ezra there. And thank you very much to Twig for giving us a chat through everything Stortfest there. So do go and check out their page. And after we finish here, they've got stuff going on. Now, right, we welcome to the chat Rob Scatchard. How you doing?
Smithy and everyone. Good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, not too, I was kind of expecting Papa Shango.
Well, do you know what? I was deliberating that and then putting all the makeup on and everything and then getting sweaty. But I thought, you know what? I'll just be me today because that might be easier. I'll just start sweating and dribbling and it's not nice being Papa Shango.
Is it work?
Yes, it's work, darling. And I mean, I can do it for a fee, but it wasn't enough.
So Twig mentioned there, you know, bands like Uncle Funk and Papa Shango have become firm festival favourites at Bishop Stortford Music Festival. You've done it a few years now, haven't you?
Yes, well, I was just listening to you chat to him, actually, and I wrote down a few little memories from Stortfest. The first one, I mean, it was Simon Baker that gave us the opportunity to play. Oh, there I am. I've come up on the thing. It was Simon Baker that gave us the opportunity to play our first gig there. And it was not our first gig, our first festival. And obviously, we'd never done a festival before, and I didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. So I spent, well, a long time doing about 2,000 little flyers offering free sex to anyone who came to watch us. Unbeknownst to me, there was going to be children there, and we got into a lot of trouble for it. But people did come and watch us.
And they've had you back. So something must have gone right.
I know. I think it was behind the scenes. There was lots of harumphing and crossness, but I was too busy getting my makeup on to worry about the trouble that I'd caused as normal. So, yeah, that was one memory. And like, I think another one was we played 4 times now. I'm just reading my little notes. Third, I think my favourite or our favourite was the third time where we played with the Top Loader. It was a really, really nice evening. Sun was shining. Well, it was nighttime, so obviously the sun was shining. But it was really nice weather. It was good atmosphere. Loads and loads of people, and it was brilliant. And last year, unfortunately, as Twig mentioned, it was horrific weather. It was snowing, hailing, and everyone just went home, and it was pretty awful, really. But I was just listening to you as well, thinking what a good opportunity it is for bands, because when we do festivals there's always big name bands that play, but when we played like Stand and Calling, they didn't have the same kind of feeling as Stortfest. It's a really good opportunity for local bands. Twig makes a real effort for, you know, Uncle Funk and Papa Shango. It's really nice to see. It's muchly appreciated.
Yeah, it always seems like they had the names, but people don't always necessarily go for the names. So the years I go because it's going to be a great event. And then sometimes, you know, maybe on the way there I go, who is playing today then? It's like got that kind of feel about it. But then there will obviously be some big names that draw in new crowds to it that will discover those younger bands, etc.
Yeah, I mean, when we play round festivals around the country, I normally get a good slot purely through the fact that I've lied. But with Stortfest, I don't really need to do that. So no, it's really nice. It's a good opportunity.
So Papa Shango, for those who don't, Steve, why am I pointing that way? Steve, you also play in the band, and has Papa Shango been around for a while now?
Well, I think frighteningly, I think we started in 2004. 2004,
yes.
Maybe? So
that's right.
And I think the show's built for festivals, isn't it?
Me and Robin and Ryan are the only three left.
But this show, you've upset everyone else. But the show's perfect for festivals, isn't it? Because it's a visual thing. So even if you didn't know the songs, you could watch the bands and enjoy it. And I've always said that about that's how I justify going to see Kiss or Alice Cooper. But you don't just do festivals. You're a gigging band as well and a working band. We do.
Can I just interrupt you there, Smithy? Sorry, I remember when one of the really early times we played at Stortfest. I remember you telling me someone sort of sidled up to the side of you and whispered, you didn't know them, and said to you, "Oh, Papa Shango are playing. Do you know what they're like?" And apparently you said to them, "Well, I'm not really sure what to say. You've just got to watch it." Best sums it up, I think.
Yeah, that's it. But I'm glad I said that. I was a bit worried then. I don't remember what I say at Stortfest. That's all nice. But yeah. So, but you're a band that do record and have albums and have songs, and there is, it's not just a novelty of going out and playing, even though there's the dressing up and there's the show factor to it.
Definitely, we got a little bit excited today because a guy that does the animation for a Motley Crue video, he's going to do our video, which we were really excited about. So I was messaging everybody today, trying to sort it all out, getting a bit overexcited. But yeah, we've got a new album coming out, and I think the whole COVID thing has made me realise how important videos and all that kind of thing is. So yeah, he's agreed to do a little animated video of one of our songs, which is really cool. So I'm quite excited about that.
Do I dare ask what lies did you tell him?
I can't disclose that.
Right, well, we have got an exclusive play here. So this is a new song from your brand new album. This is the first time this has ever been heard outside of the band's ears. So,
yes, we've got a book to promote as well, and yeah, it's a new album. It's called Risk Assessment, and it should be ready hopefully about August time. And the lovely Sam Russell is doing an excellent job of mixing it.
And where can people who are interested after this chat about Papa Shango, who might not know of you, where can they find you? Online somewhere?
Just in my room here, Smithy, in Welling Garden City. Sorry, it's Bruce. Please look on our Facebook page, Papa Shango Music, and look at pictures of us. And yeah, hopefully it be about August time. But we're really proud of, I don't know, we are very silly, but this is the first. I think Steve might agree. I think this is sounding like the best slab of music we've ever done, Steve. Would you agree with that?
As a whole album together, yeah, probably.
Yes. You can just, the enthusiasm just comes right across there.
Well, we're going to listen to it now, and we'll let everyone at home can hear it. And some of the footage that Steve's put together for this is from last year's Stortford Music Festival, so you get a view of Bish Bash with the sounds of Papa Shango. So thank you very much, Rob. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Smithy. You're doing a great job.
So good luck with the future. Good luck with it all. This is brand new. Oh, do you want to introduce it, Rob?
Oh, go on then. This is our cover of Summer 69 by Bryan Adams. It's called Monsters of Rock by Papa Shango.
We are the monsters of rock.
Ready for
me hear. Clap your hands. Yeah. I'm gonna introduce the band. Come on, show me those hands. Keep clapping. Do you wanna know who we are? I'll tell you who we are.
Well, we're a group of various local musicians. I mean, to be honest, it's forever changing, so I won't go through all the names. But Steve and Ryan are the ones, we've been together for 15 years, but it, you know, it's always changing around. Okay, thanks.
There we go, Papa Shango there, footage from the Stortford Music Festival of Bish Bash last year, and a brand new song, never heard before. Steve, that's you guys.
Yeah, that was that's it. When I was looking at the footage yesterday, I'd sort of forgotten a couple of bits about that show, and I'd forgotten how much extra crap Rob had brought, because we turned up and he just went, "Oh yeah, I've got 50 beach balls and these 2 meter, wide beach balls," and he was trying to get everyone to blow up all this stuff, and he was insistent he hired this snow machine and all this kind of stuff, and then we were playing after Republica, so it was just,
you were headlining,
right?
That's what you said.
Shouldn't that be the other way around? And then it was like, actually, yeah, because they know we're going to make a mess, so they were just like, yeah, get Republica on, get them finished, and then Shango can make a mess. And I think we did make a bit of a mess because there were feathers and snow and confetti and God knows what else. But quite a few people did apparently wake up the next day with inflatable bananas and stuff that they'd half-inched drunkenly. So
there you go. Watch out for the next Papa Shango album and live tour coming to a town near you if they're allowed. This is when Rob was saying about the getting told off. This is, I don't know, Sex Pistols with inflatables or something. It's good on you, keeping it.
Well, the
first
year we played at Stortfest, I said to him, "Oh, have you cleared the fire breathing?" And he went, yeah, and then turned around and I saw him wink at one of the other band members, and it just clearly had whatsoever.
Well, you got to make a name for yourself, make an impact. Right, well, thank you very much, Papa Shango. Thanks to the guys at Stortford Music Festival, Bish Bash as well. We've got a brand new competition. I'm going to very quickly explain this because I'm keeping one eye on the clock and trying to keep oh, Goose, you're big.
That's what all the girls say.
Have you got your disco lights on as well?
Damn right, mate. Check those bad boys out.
Right, we have got a competition of all competitions. There's no Zoom involved in this. Right, we have got a GoFundMe link, and I've put this in the description, but I'm also going to post it in the comments right now. When this whole situation is all over, we want to throw a big party in the town park. It'll be tied in with Linkfest. It'll be their 10th anniversary of doing stuff in the park. It's scheduled at the moment for August Bank Holiday. We'll find out a bit more information tomorrow when the Prime Minister bumbles on about what is going on. But when it happens, it will happen, and we are going to put on this party in the park. But we need help to fund it. We need money to book the bands. All the infrastructure's there, the stage is there, the sound's going to be there, the licensing, the bar, etc. But we just need money to put on some good bands that represent the square and what we do. So in that link is a GoFundMe. This is the competition now. It's not going to be just tonight. For everybody that donates £5 to that GoFundMe, your name is going into a hat. If you donate more than £5, if you donate £20, your name goes into that 4 times. So for every £5 you donate,
not 4 hats.
We're chucking it into 1 hat, and you can win a brand new pair of Dr. Martin boots. Brand new. You choose your size, you choose your base colour, and they are going to be hand customised, square Dr. Martin's Originals 1460 boots, off the shelf, into the hands of the artist. and you can win those. So £5, it's like a, what do you call it, ticket? What are things called? Raffle ticket. So you're going to be contributing towards our all-dayer, which is then going to be free to attend. And for the measly sum of £5, you could win yourself a brand new pair of £140 Dr. Martin boots. So get on the link. And also, if you've already donated, if you're one of the people that have already done that, and there are quite a few of you, then we're going to include your names as well. For every £5 denomination that you've donated, we're going to chuck your name in the hat as well. What a prize.
Sounds awesome.
It is an amazing prize.
It's brilliant. And
get some made myself anyway.
Sorry?
I might get some made for myself anyway.
Yeah, well, what we can do is
He's a proper artist as well. It's not just us with crayons.
Oh yeah. Well,
Tipex. I used to Tipex a side of mine, but yeah, you know, and if the bit I haven't said is so when we reach £1,000 in donations, then we draw the names out of the hats. So get donating, get on it, get your name in the hat, and when we hit that £1,000, the Saturday after that, we'll live on air, pull a name out of the hat, and we'll do it all properly. It won't be me just looking for Carrie's name and pulling it out.
I'll be able to get another pair of DMs with £1,000.
What, do you know how much bands cost these days, Richard? We've got to pay for the bands yet.
I thought that was just to fund another pair of DMs.
It's not.
It's a big pair of DMs, Richard, for £1,000.
This is all above board. This is all above board.
So if they want to guarantee getting them, one person should quickly donate £1,000.
I mean,
I don't know. Well, they'll still be up against. Well, look, you know how it works.
Yeah.
Donate your money into the GoFundMe. Let's not confuse it. Right, time. We have been sent this. This is brilliant. Please, everybody out there, we need your content. Send us shout outs, send us messages, send us your memories. Put together videos. Pete Duff's put together a couple of bits now that he's let us wanted us to chuck out, and we've put them out. This next piece has come from Andrew Woolhams. This is going to be a trip down memory lane for a lot of people who were starting to go to the square kind of when I was, as early 2000s, when ska punk was the thing. So whoever it was last week that relentlessly kept typing in the comments, play some ska, this is for you. So cheers, Andy, for doing this. There was talk at one point that there might be a reunion on the cards for a square summer party. So when we're allowed to do that, who knows? I think Andy's keen. Let's see what the rest of the band are up to. So cheers, Andrew Woolhams, for putting this together. This is Blind Change. So nice one. Cheers, Andrew, for sending that in. I hope, I can see you trying to catch up with the comments as well. Paul Lawrence from Shemosh.
Yeah.
Is it as well?
There's been a few calls to them to appear.
Let's dig out that Shemosh footage then for future weeks. Cool, nice one. We so hopefully everyone got the gist of that that competition. Win yourself a pair of Dr. Martin boots by donating to our GoFundMe. Easy as that. So all like bands like Blind Change, but also Richard, you were mentioning Anything in Mind with George Ezra and Gary Halliday's son, Ben. You know, they again were bands that used to record a lot of demos and stuff at the Square. Must have done early stuff with George Ezra. Anything in Mind?
Yeah, me and Steve were talking about. We did their first couple of sessions, which was I think we've established good 2, 3, maybe even 4 years before that footage that we saw earlier from Bishop Stortford. So they were really young then. 15, I think, first time they came in the studio, and I did a couple of sessions with them then. I think that was before Steve did. I think Steve caught up with them a little after that. But yeah, they must have been really young then.
And
because I think that then George went on to go to Hearts Regional College after that, before he went to start his
worldwide domination.
Yeah.
And at the end of that footage that Andy sent in as well, there was 2 Rock School videos. Well, one of them was a Rock School. I think another one was another. But the classic square video cases, the printed out with that standard design on it. And it's nice one. Cheers for sending that in, Andrew. That was great. We are coming towards the end. We're going to play a bit of music now. We haven't got a bespoke headline set recorded for this week. It's just been a bit of a manic week, lots of stuff going on. But in the likes of Billy Nunn, who done a couple of weeks ago, and Steve Sparrow and Jet from Buster Shuffle, it's brilliant. And I think that's been a really good touch to the show. We haven't got that this week, but I'm going to work on somebody special. If there's anyone you want to see contribute to this show, whether it's your mate from down the road or someone who's a bit more successful or big success, well, your mate down the road might be successful, then get in touch with them. Tell them to get in touch with us. You can do that as well, because otherwise I'm firing off emails to all these people saying, "Hi, it's Adam from the Square." But you guys do it as well. Say, "Hi, I'm a fan of the Square. I'm a fan of yours. I'd love to see you get involved with our show." We're easy to get hold of. Just message the Square's Facebook page. We're on there. I'd love to see more stuff curated and contributed from you guys. Birthday shout outs, all sorts. Otherwise, it's just Squaddy shutting the door every week. Which we will continue to do.
One day, Squaddy will do a song.
You might see him play his bass one day.
He was threatening at the start of the show that he had the home studio set up. Right, but we have got a short set from a band from the archives. This was from 2004. This is a band that also headlined the Stortford Music Festival one year. So we're now going to have a bit of music. Let's chat more music. And this is a few songs here from the Quireboys.
Shango, looking roller, couldn't go on streaming down. If you want me, that's alright. No reason to try to fight. Come to out nowhere.
going, come on. Two nights just as cold as stone. Heart like falling. I got two arms to hold up. Love, yes, death and round. I'm ready just to take on the back. In the field, you want me back. One walk, top to toe. Lost as lost can be. Well, the signs in the crucified. All the same to me. Tell your friends you never laugh so much. We're so close, we can't touch it. Because names are good. Yeah, kissing all them girls in the morning. You best believe we're just a bunch of tramps. Please. 6 a.m. we had a flight, who knows where? We don't know, we don't care. Wanna stay with you, wanna lay with you. Oh, I cannot lie. Can I tell you I love you? I was lying above you. Cause names are good. Yeah, cause you know them girls in the morning. Best believe, just a bunch of tramps. Please. Oh. All right. Tramps and thieves, can't you see? All tramps and thieves. Because names are good. Kissing all them girls in the morning. You best believe you're just a bunch of tramps and thieves. Tramps and thieves, baby. Tramps and thieves, baby. Tramps and thieves. Shut up! La 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah! I'm the tramps and thieves, baby. Tramps and thieves. Tramps and thieves, baby. Tramps and thieves, baby. Yeah! Ain't that right? Has anybody got the time on them? Oh, fuck. How corny is that? What's the time? Wish you hear me on your sound. No song, watch out, kind of fear.
Here's you all, check, 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 check. Oh, it's 7 o'clock, time for party. I wanna sing, it's 7 o'clock, time for party. Used to love but she turned me away. She couldn't take it for it, none they come out. Love me once, won't you love me twice? She got a hold of me, I go, a sweet little thing, like the way she dances when she gets you by the hand. Hey boys, it gives you all, check, 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 come on. Time. What you wanna see? It's 7 o'clock, time for party. What you wanna feel? It's 7 o'clock, time for party. Hey, what you wanna say? 7 o'clock, time for party. Good night, God bless you, thank you! Thank you, good night, we'll see you in May, God bless you, thank you! Cheers, we'll all have a drink afterwards.
So there we go, the Quireboys there from 2004, and they played a couple of times. Steve, you said something about, was that the time they turned up?
Oh, there was definitely one time when the whole band was there, and then it was like, "Where's Spike?" And it's like he turned up in a cab, like about 10 minutes before they were due to go on.
I think that was every year they played.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't know then. Right, we are coming towards the end of this show, but there have been like loads of comments about people would like to see. Frank Turner's name keeps coming up. But Frank Turner has been playing every week to help raise funds and save venues that are still open, actually. So there are loads of venues obviously are closed at the moment and not really sure what's going on in the future with those. So he's been working with the Music Venue Trust. So I think, yeah, as much it'd be great to have Frank on here. I think he's a busy guy. Dana Chaos, I've asked him already. He's a busy man with his family, but you know, Dan Thomas was actually one of the first people I asked. Funny enough, it's not the Adam Smith's favourite band show. Although I do love Dan, don't take that the wrong way. But yeah, keep throwing those comments. But please do you go and ask them. They're all on Twitter. All these people on Twitter and Facebook. Go find them. Go ask them. Say, do you remember the square? Of course they do. Get them involved, and we will do that. Right. We're going to end on time this week.
And if people have got their own content.
Yeah, like you yourself.
Local band, got stuff recorded, then yeah, send it in.
Local bands, local people, if you've got a joke you want to tell, or you want to say hello to someone, if you just want to give a big shout out to everybody, your face can be up here instead of ours. And there's been after the first show, more women as well, more females. Let's get this balance.
Oh yes, indeed.
Gone that for the right reasons, Goose. But
actually, I spoke very quickly. I spoke to Brett earlier, my old band, Mama Never Beat Me, Daddy Never, you know. And we said about maybe doing now, showing a video of how we don't know when it go down. Our Jimmy Savile song. What do you reckon?
I don't think I've heard it.
Should I go? Should I go now?
I've not heard it.
Should I go now?
Send it over. We'll stick it. I mean, you can tell that this show has a strict. It's almost like the Motown. Quality control. Nothing gets released until it's been approved.
Or Lexington Steel we can do, or Big Titties, or Money Shot, anything like that. So anyway, mate, moving swiftly on.
Send it through. Right. The way you gauge this, Goose, is in the comments. If you want to hear Goose's band, we can play a video. Put it in the comments. Put the likes. Get the comments in there.
I'll put it in later.
This is a show for the people.
Absolutely.
Tracksuit Sex Offender. Was that one of your...
That's the one, yeah. Tracksuit Sex Offender.
Right, very good.
You're right, Rich. Breathe deeply, Rich. Breathe. You'll be fine.
We almost got to the end, didn't we?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, well, I'm going to shout this out to everybody out there. Last week, I don't know how it happened, but I ended up still up at about 4:30 in the morning. We opened up the Zoom to an exclusive club, but if anyone fancies it, I'm going to stick the invite in the comments. If anyone's out there,
Get your own dog collars and ball gags, though.
we're going to I'll stick the link in as well. Or Bish Bash, go and search the Stortford Music Festival site page, and they are still going live with music. I'm going to have some of that on as well here, but I'm just about to, if I've clicked on the right thing, we'll stick the Zoom meeting in. If anyone wants to come and have a chat and a beer and some music, then it is now there. It is somewhere in the comments. And the GoFundMe link as well. Thank you for everyone who's jumped on that already. I can see the donations coming in. So well done. All your names are going into a hat multiple times for a few of you. Stacey Maynard, no, I don't think I've got any footage of Bliss doing anal skin, and I'm not going to Google it either. So we'll have to go without that. Right.
We'll have to ask Pat.
We don't need to.
Yeah, have some.
We don't.
Yeah.
Steve, you can direct the show one week, and we'll see what gets played.
Oh,
right.
God.
It's gone 9 o'clock. Any parting comments from anyone?
Good night.
Thanks to everyone for watching again.
Yeah, ta-ra, Square Rights. See you soon.
It's really good. It's really nice seeing all your names and comments, and I hope that this brings a little bit of joy into your life. See you all soon.
I shall read them later because I can never see them. Yeah.
Not our pop pickers.
Bye-bye.
That you gave me, know that you gave me, know that you gave me, know that you